Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Welcome back. No mercy today. There will be no mercy today. I have no mercy for fanboys today. There will be no mercy for hype fighters. So this is your warning. If you're sensitive, if you can't handle it, if you want the nice guy, please exit the live stream because today will be no mercy. Today will be no mercy. There's a lot of evictions getting served today. The landlord is here. So don't come on here and saying, oh, you're going too hard. You need to calm down. Don't say this. Don't come in here today if you don't want it. There will be no mercy today. No mercy. Do not forget, we are not playing today. Today is the real deal. It is the real deal. So there will be no mercy today. Let's just keep digging right into it and let's just break it down to truth. Let's break down the truth. No mercy today. No mercy today. No mercy. Salute. 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 Salute to OS Mar. Salute. Salute to Mexico. Salute to Dave. Salute to Chin Smoke. Jose Ramirez, Soldier for God. Alexis Lopez. Salute. Will, I see you. Ricardo, UGC Boxing Channel, I see you. Soccer Training Club, Francisco Moreno. Salute. Let's go. And you know what? It's absolutely time. If anybody's in their feelings, I'm gonna just tell you this: get off the stream, go slap your mama, and go run for cover because right now it's not the time for playing. And the first guy that got to get exposed, the first guy that got to get debunked, you already know who this is: Jamal Paper Champ Charlo. Jamal, who have I fought? Charlo. And you know what? I've been getting a ton of fanboys saying Jamal Charlo's this, Jamal Charlo that, and Canelos scared, Andre scared. These guys don't want to fight it. Listen what this idiot said. This is how you know Jamal Charlo is garbage truck juice. This is how you know, because he responded to Demetrius Andre, right? And not only did he respond, he said this, and he also said this to Danny Jacobs. Let me go ahead and play you guys a little snippet of what this garbage truck juice fighter said.
Demetrius Andre, auto-tune, squeaky talking motherfucker. I smack the fuck. Play with me in person. Go to Wilder Fight. I'll see you at Wilder Fight. If you're real, go to Wilder Fight. I'll meet you at Wilder Fight. Let's turn up at Wilder Fight. Wilder Fury. Let's turn up. Jacobs, whoever want to fight me, go to Wilder Fight.
So this dude talking about go to the Wilder Fight if Demetrius Andre wants some smoke. He's telling Danny Jacobs, turn up at the Wilder Fight if you want some smoke. Wait a minute, stupid. Wait a minute, stupid. Demetrius Andre has already sent you a contract. Why would he need to go to Wilder Fight? You guys trying to eke out some more pay-per-views. You want him to go to Wilder Fight so you can argue on camera and you can feel like you can look tough? Don't forget, Danny Jacobson already pulled up on you. Already pulled up on you. You got a contract. You got an offer. And you want him to go to Wilder Fight to do what? To look you in your eyes? To look you in your eyes? What are you talking about? So you can sit there and not make the fight? You've been punked by Jacobs. You've been exposed by Andrade. And yet you want them to pull up to the Wilder Fight. What are you talking about? You want to clout chase off of these dudes? What are we talking about? This is choker chain promotions in full effect. Anybody with a nose ring, I don't trust them. And this is why. This is why. This dude right here want a grown man to pull up to a fight so he can sit up here and have a back and forward argument over nothing. You got a contract with Demetrius Andre right now. They've even said they'd go to the PBC side, and this idiot is still talking about, oh, pull up to the Wilder fight. You guys have a lot of trouble selling that Wilder fight. You need people to pull up. You guys have a lot of trouble selling that fight. You need a lot of people to pull up. That's what you need. That's what you need. You need to sell those pay-per-views. I see they're not slick. See, what's going to happen is if Demetrius Andre pulls up to the Wilder fight, there still won't be no fight. If Danny Jacobs pulled up to the Wilder fight, there still won't be no fight. Because at the end of the day, Charlo just want an opportunity for press, exposure, and to try to get the PBC, to do more pay-per-view buys so Deonte Water can buy more choker chains. These dudes ain't slick. I know what they doing. What are you talking? Pull up to the Wilder fight. Pull up to the Wilder fight. Garbage truck juice promotions. These dudes is trash. Come on, man. You doing 275,000 views on Showtime, and you want people to pull up to a Wilder fight for you. Who are you? You just want to clout chase off of their name. Come on now. This don't make no sense. You talk about pull up to the Wilder fight. If you really want to talk, I'll smack you. Why would you want to smack? You can beat him up in the ring if you that good. Go sign the contract and make a career high payday. You don't want no smoke. And any fanboy out here still defending this coward, you need to slap yourself and your mama for being dumb enough to give birth to you, because it don't make no sense. I told you, today's not the day. Today's not the day to play, because I'm not in the mood today. These dudes don't want the truth, but you're gonna get it today. These dudes got a nose ring, a choker chain, and they might as well have a skirt on because they don't want no smoke. You want a grown man to pull up to you, but you done already got a contract. You done already got a multi-million-dollar. What are we talking about here? Danny Jacobson already pulled up, and you didn't say nothing. You didn't say nothing. You were stuck with the tail between your legs. What are you talking about? But pull up to the Wilder fight. Pull up to the Wilder fight. What are we talking about? These dudes is cowards, man. These dudes is cowards. There's nothing else. Anybody defending this clown is just as stupid as he is. Anybody defending this is just as stupid as Jamal Charlo is. Anybody that thinks anybody from the PBC, got Canelos shook or scared is stupid. They got Demetrius Andre shook or scared is stupid. Even Danny Jacobs got these dudes looking the other way. You want somebody to pull up and hold your hand and look you in the eyes. What are you talking about? You're not even touching M's. It's time to get evicted. It's your landlord. Come on now, we're not going to play with these dudes today. Anybody still defended Jamal Tune-Up Charlo, Jamal Paper Champ Charlo is delusional. There's no excuse. You got the facts. I didn't say it. He said it. He showed you he's a sucker. He showed you he's a coward. That means Dante Fat Cheeseburger Nation, he's an idiot for pumping this coward up, talking about he want all the smoke. Bad news for Canelo. Charlo wants him. What are we talking about? Charlo turned down an opportunity to fight Canelo. That's a sucker move. What are you talking about? Cheeseburger Nation. Can I get some fries with that? What are you talking about, Dante? What is he talking? All these cowards in the LDBC that's running for me week after week when I tell you, come on here, get smoked, you know where to find me. And all these idiots come in here and say, oh, Canelo don't want none of Charlo. Andrade don't want none of Charlo. Now all of a sudden, Charlo pull up to the Wilder. You ignoring the contract, stupid. You need to call Eddie Hearn back and get that paper so you can get beat. These dudes want to hold on to that O for as long as they can to get an enormous payday. I already know what it is because these dudes is a bunch of idiots, because only an idiot and a coward would say that. Only an idiot and a coward would say that, And let's get to this next idiot. Let's get to this next one. Boxing ego. The man that wears fuzzy slippers in his mama's basement begging for rent money. And you know what? I heard he's going to get a nose ring today. Let me explain to you what this coward is on. I've got a lot of people come to me and tell me that this idiot is talking about Ryan Garcia. Let me explain this to you. Ryan Garcia is clout chasing Gervonta Stank Davis. Gervonta Cheeseburger Davis. What are we talking about here? Why would Ryan Garcia need to clout chase Gervonta Stank Davis? Explain that to me. Explain that to me. Because he's not a superstar. This is a guy that couldn't even make weight the first time. This is the bum basher of all bum bashers. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Do you know what his numbers with Gamboa did on Showtime? Do you know what he did? 600,000. 600,000. And you're talking about that's a pay-per-view star? You're on TV, open TV. You got to at least be doing 2 million. Terrence Crawford is nowhere near promoted like these guys, and he's doing at least 1.2 million. And this dude pulling in 600,000? Your pay-per-view numbers is going to be garbage truck juice. And you know who he wants to fight on pay-per-view? Leo Santa Cruz. So it looks like here that Tank Davis is the one that's clout chasing. Gervonta Stank Davis is clout chasing the Mexican boxing community, trying to fight all the Mexican fighters like Leo Santa Cruz. They want to call out these guys, but they don't want to fight Gary Russell, guys who are in their own backyard. See, what's the point of Terrence Crawford moving over to the PBC and then he still can't get a fight? He still can't get a fight because Choker Chain Spence don't want to step up and fight. See, people want to talk all this about, oh, Kell Brooks coming back. Spence had washed him. How did Spence wash a man coming off a knockout loss, a broken eye surgery? What are we talking? And that was weight drain. And it took him 11 rounds to get him out of there. Slap yourself if you that stupid to believe that. These dudes don't want no smoke. Errol Spence don't want no smoke. This is the same guy. This is the same guy. This is the same guy. The same guy that don't want no smoke with Terrence Crawford. The same guy that's talking about, oh, I would fight Danny Garcia next. He ain't got no belt. How was that strap season? How was that strap season? First of all, Gervonta Tank Davis needs to keep his hands off his baby mama and go try to put his hands on somebody that'll actually fight him. Somebody with actual defense, not a 40-year-old bum bash. What are we talking about? You went the distance with a broken Gamboa with a ruptured Achilles. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Exactly. Spence is the same clout chaser that called out Canelo and ducked $20 million. Don't forget that. Ducked $20 million. Ducked $20 million. And this dude, Crisco, says Bud got dropped by a C-class fighter. If Bud is easy, why won't Spence pull his panty down and go get him? Why won't he pull his panties down and go get him? Because he's scared, that's why. Because, you know, if he thought it was easy work, he would have went and fought him. Just like he fought Mikey Garcia, just like he fought Sean Porter, he would have went after Bud Crawford if he thought it was sweet. You ain't even stupid enough to believe that. You ain't even stupid enough to believe that. Go home to your girl because the baby ain't even yours, stupid. Get off my line. These dudes don't want the truth. Look, Kell Brook was damaged goods. All of these dudes, you know, resumes is fugazi and trash. All of them. All of them. What are we talking about here? These guys don't want the truth. Jamal Charlo is sitting up here talking that garbage. Talking that garbage. I mean, you want these dudes to pull up. You want these dudes to pull up. For what? You got a contract. You got a contract and you won't even sign it. What are we talking about? You're absolutely right. Ego hates on everything that's not PBC. That's pretty much it. Look, this is the same guy talking trash about DAZN, but he's the first one in fuzzy house slippers watching DAZN, watching Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz go at it. Well, I thought you weren't watching DAZN, stupid. I thought you weren't watching DAZN. See, that's the problem with these fanboys. That's the problem with these fanboys. And if you don't like me, you don't like the IBFP, slap yourself and slap your mama for being stupid. That's what you need to do. Because, you know, I don't have time today to play with these dudes. I don't. Because these dudes don't want the truth. Tank Davis is going to get beat by Ryan Garcia. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, no, Ryan Garcia didn't look. No, Ryan Garcia is training with Eddie Reynoso, the best trainer in the game. Not Derrick James. Derrick James is mediocre. Derrick James is mediocre. Derrick James is mediocre, and I'm going to keep saying it. Eddie Reynoso is the best trainer in the game. Not only is the best trainer in the game, Ryan Garcia is sparring with Canelo Alvarez. What sparring is, Gervonta Tank Davis is going to get better than Canelo? Is he going to spar with no movement, Errol Spence? No head movement, Errol Spence? The way Sean Porter tagged that boy up? What is he going to do? What is he going to do? Convince me why Tank Davis beats Ryan Garcia, because I don't see a way. I don't see a way. I don't see a way. Ryan Garcia got the height. He got the reach. He got speed. He got power, and he got a top-level trainer, and he's getting the best sparring in the business by Canelo. What can Tank Davis do? What can he do? What can he do? These dudes don't want the truth. And I tell you what, Green Machine stops half of Errol Spence's entire resume. Half of his entire resume, Mean Machine beats half of these clowns right now. Right now. Hold on. The boss says Tank will spark out Ryan. Did Tank spark out Gamboa? 40-year-old Gamboa? It took him 12 rounds, and the ref had to hurry up and get him out of there. 12 rounds with a torn Achilles. What are we talking about? You ain't the boss. You a worker. Get out of my face, stupid. See, that's the problem with these clowns. These dudes are stupid. UGC says Tank will spar with Ishe Smith. Ishe Smith. Come on, these dudes is trash. These dudes is trash. Tank can't spar with nobody near the level. No one near the level. I mean, you're absolutely right. Derek James is in the corner telling fighters, and telling Errol Spence, hey, man, you got to put the pressure on it. What the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? This dude said Mikey Garcia beats all of Bud's competition. Jose Benavidez stops Mikey Garcia. Mean Machine stops Mikey Garcia. That's why Mikey Garcia is fighting Jesse Vargas. Don't be stupid as you look. Because let me explain this. This is how I know you don't know nothing about boxing. This is how you know. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. We got to be real. We got to be real. Wasi Rahman says, I know you on Raw, but Tank got lessons from Floyd Mayweather himself. Hold on, Wasi, let me stop you there. And I hate to do this to you, Wasi, because you're my guy, so I respect you, Wasi, but I'm gonna have to break this down. If he got lessons from Floyd Mayweather himself, if this is true, everybody's listening, if this is true, then why didn't he put those lessons on display against a 40-year-old Gamboa with a ruptured Achilles? Mic drop. You ain't got nothing else to say. You're out of here. Look, at the end of the day, if you can't explain it, if he got lessons from Floyd, where were they when he fought Gamboa, a 40-year-old fighter on one leg? Explain that to me. Explain that to me. Explain that to me. You can't. You can't. You cannot explain that. Let's get that right. Let's get that right. Let's be honest and unbiased. Let's be honest and unbiased. And look, I'm going to put it like this. At the end of the day, these dudes are still in their feelings. These guys still think that Tank Davis is some elite fighter when this is a fat cheeseburger eating, baby mama beating clown. Achilles promotion. These dudes are not real. Come on now. Come on now. Let's be real. These dudes are hype. These dudes are hype. And anybody believes that Tank Davis is an elite fighter is just as stupid after seeing that performance. It's just as stupid after seeing that performance. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Tank Davis is going to turn into Adrian Broner at some point. He's going to turn into Adrian Broner at some point. He's already on the criminal road. His fight progression as he moves up in weight is starting to diminish. Do not hype these guys up. Do not hype these guys up. Gervonta Tank Davis don't even believe he's the best in that division. Gervonta Tank Davis don't even believe he can beat these guys. That's why Tank Davis called out, Josh Taylor. Did he fight him? That's why he called out and talked trash to Devin Haney. Did he fight him? He talked trash to Ryan Garcia. Did he fight him? He's talked trash to Gary Russell. Did he fight him? He's fought literally nobody. The only fighter he's looking to fight is Leo Santa Cruz moving up in a cherry pick. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Gervonta Tank Davis is nothing at this point. He has to prove he's at the peak. He's at the top. Who is he beating? Beating up on a 40-year-old Gamboa who's been dropped over 14 times. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Wasi, this is for you. This is for you. That's for you. This comment right here from Alan, this is for you, Wasi, because you said he learned from Floyd. That's what he learned from Floyd. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. We got to do it. We got to do it. And just like they duck Canelo, this dude, Jamal Charlo, calls out Canelo, says he want all the smoke, and then ducks the contract offer. Watch half of these dudes end up ducking Virgil Ortiz. Half of these dudes end up ducking Virgil Ortiz. Half of these dudes end up ducking Virgil Ortiz. That's what they're going to end up doing. Don't complain to me about opponents because Virgil Ortiz won him. He didn't already call out Keith Thurman. He didn't already call out Danny Garcia. These dudes won't look at him. If they won't fight Crawford, what makes you think they'll fight Virgil? They're not going to fight either one of these dudes. They're going to want to walk away. They don't want the smoke. That's really all it is. That's really all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. These dudes try to price themselves out, and then this idiot Jamal Charlo say, hey, pull up to the Wilder Fury fight. Pull up to the Wilder. For what? For what? So you can get punked out again on a pay-per-view? You want to get punked out on a pay-per-view in front of your own stable? Or maybe you feel like you're going to be tough because you're sitting there with a bunch of other dudes, with Adrian Broner, Jermell Charlo, Deontay, well, all you guys in choker chains dressing alike. What are we talking about? These dudes don't want to smoke. All of these dudes is hype jobs. These dudes is hyped up, and they're overrated. They're over this. It's really what it is. And they're pumping these guys up again and again and again. The Tank Davis, elite level fighter myth has been debunked. Deontay Wilder's nose ring has been debunked. They're talking about AJ is this, AJ is that. Didn't Deontay Wilder get dropped by Sconiers? Didn't Deontay Wilder get rocked in the 12th round by a hook from Tyson Fury? Go back and watch the 12th round. Tyson Fury rocks this boy. Stop playing. Do not be surprised if Deontay Wilder get dropped in this next fight. Whether he wins, loses, or draws it, do not be surprised if he gets dropped yet. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Come on, I'm going to be honest with you. Gervonta Cheeseburger Davis, we're waiting on to see you put together a performance against one of the dudes you keep calling out. One of the dudes you keep calling out. Who is Tank fought that he called out? He called out Josh Taylor. He called out half of these dudes. Who is he fighting? Who is he fighting? Explain that to me. Explain it. Who is he fighting that he called out? He called out everybody, but he's not fighting any of them. Is he fighting Josh Taylor? He's not looking at Teofimo. Who is he fighting that he's calling out? Nobody. Because he don't really want to smoke. He don't believe in his abilities. If he thought he was all of that truth, he would have been in for Vasyl Lomachenko. If Vasyl Lomachenko was old and outdated and trash, then why is Tank Davis not went over there and got that belt? Because he don't believe in himself. Floyd knows. Floyd knows. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Watson Rahman says Pedraza was 2 years ago, bro. Pedraza in the Soldier Boy voice. Pedraza? 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 Who is Pedraza beat that makes him elite? Let's stop playing. I'm not taking no prisoners today. At the end of the day, Vasyl Lomachenko destroys Tank Davis at this point. And that's the truth. That's the absolute truth. Loma destroys him. Teofimo Lopez destroys Tank Davis. That's why he needs to keep his name out his mouth. Come on now. Let's stop playing. These dudes don't want it. These dudes don't want it. And Jamal Charlo clearly don't want none of the Canelo Alvarez, don't want none of Demetrius Andre, doesn't want any of Danny Jacobs. That's what we're talking about. These guys don't want none of it. These guys don't want none. These guys are talking trash. Talking trash. Come on now, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I keep seeing El Jefe's name. If El Jefe wants some smoke, come get it. If you want some smoke, come get it. I'll body you in front of everybody. I'll make you famous. Come on now. Gervonta Cheeseburger Davis. See, that's the problem with these guys. They hype these dudes up and expect these dudes to be some elite level, top level fighters. When Errol Spence Jr. was struggling with a weight drain, Kell Brook, what are we talking about? You realize this man was weight drained coming off a knockout loss. What are we talking about? In an eye surgery. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Let's stop playing. Let's stop playing. Let's stop playing. We already know that he's already hyped up. The Rennes absolutely do. That's all Tank Davis is going to do is sit in the back eating chips and queso, not wanting to hear the real smoke. Come on now. Hold on. He says, what do you think of Paulie Malignaggi getting banned from Wilder's fight? If Paulie Malignaggi is banned from Deonte Water Fury rematch, you know what that is. You know what that is. You know what that is. You know Deonte Wilder was in his feelings when Paulie Malignaggi said that Tyson Fury got robbed in the first fight. We all know Fury got robbed. We all know that. We all know that. Come on now. If they ban Paulie Malignaggi, it's because they don't want them to tell the truth. If it goes to another decision, they don't want him to tell the truth. They don't want him to get bodied again and get embarrassed. See, that's what they want. They want everybody to fluff up these guys. At the end of the day, Wilder's garbage truck juice resume ain't getting it down. It's not getting it done. Tank Davis garbage truck juice resume. What are we talking about? Truth is the new hate. It is the new hate. That's why these dudes hate. But you can't come on here and say anything that debunks anything I say. De La Rocha says Tank baby mama wants a rematch. Salute. And I bet you that might be his next fight on pay-per-view. That might be his next. He can't decide who he fight next on pay-per-view, his baby mama or Leo Santa Cruz. Which one is the easier cherry pick? Stop playing. Stop playing. That's the problem with these dudes. Truth is the new hate. These guys don't want the absolute truth. These guys want to sit up here and tell you lies and say Tank Davis is a pay-per-view star. And, you know, this dude is doing 400, 500, and 600,000 on Showtime in the biggest fights of his career. That's nothing. That's nothing. And because you're not on pay-per-view. You're not on pay-per-view. Everybody got Showtime. That shouldn't be an issue. But you want to sit up here and fight your baby mom on live TV. Stop playing. Stop playing. And that's right, Kevin. Tank versus his baby mama does better than Charlo on pay-per-view. Does better than Charlo on pay-per-view. Does better than Charlo on pay-per-view. Come on now, stop playing. Stop playing. These dudes is trash. These dudes is garbage truck juice. Salute to Elijah. Salute. Samuel Shaw, I see you. Salute. Francisco Moreno. Look, the PBC has already been exposed as a bunch of duckers, clowns, clout chasers. Come on now. We already know. We already know. Let me find out Tank Davis is going to price himself out of his rematch with his baby mama because he don't want to smoke. Stop playing. We know these dudes is all talking that trash but don't want it. We already know that. Come on now. We know who really want to smoke. Charlo said out of his own mouth, if they really want to fight, pull up to the Wilder Fury fight. Why would you pull up? Why would you pull up? And you already got an offer. What are you talking about? Sign the contract. Sign the contract. Sign the contract. These dudes is cowards, man. These dudes is trash, bro. These dudes is trash. These dudes is garbage truck juice. Garbage truck juice. Absolutely. Absolutely. Deonte Water men's had 40-plus fights, having unified once in that time. And in the current WBC ranking, he's only fought 2 people and beaten one of them. His power is questionable because he ain't fought a puncher. Why is Deonte Water not fought a puncher? He's not fought a puncher. He's not fought a pressure fighter. Who has he fought? That's what I'm saying. Stop hyping these dudes up. Errol Spence Jr., overrated. 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 Tank Davis, overrated. Jermall Charlo, overrated. Deonte Water, overrated. What are you talking about? Jermell Charlo. I respect Jermell because he'll get in there and fight anybody. I'll tell you this. He'll get in there and fight anybody. He'll get in there and fight anybody. But too bad his boxing skills are overrated. And, you know, I don't care if Water got power or not. He's overrated. He got beat by Tyson Fury. Your power. Why did Fury get up twice if his power was elite? If he got the best power, why did Fury get up twice? We forgot that Luis Ortiz got up in the first fight too. Stop playing. And nobody wants any smoke with Terrence Crawford. This don't make any sense. Why is Keith Thurman still getting a pass? Anybody with cornrows that tight needs to be slapped. That's what it is. Who Canelo got next? What do you think? I think Canelo is either going to go to Billy Joe, Callum Smith, and I've even heard that there's been some Triple G talk. I really don't know, but I will say I'm gonna just go with Callum Smith and Billy Joe. But Billy Joe better hope he doesn't price himself out the fight. That's all I better say. He better hope he doesn't price himself out the fight. See, all these people call for that Canelo smoke, but they priced themselves out. Sergey Deverenchenko had an opportunity. Priced himself out. Priced himself out. Priced himself out. And Wasi, we know fighters lie, so we can't care what somebody says. We got to go off what we see. What elite fighter has Wilder knocked out? Zero. No elite fighter. He's knocked out not one elite fighter. And then he had an opportunity in knocking out Fury, and he couldn't do it. I don't care what Fury says about his power. Until you do it, I don't believe you. Make me a believer. And the best way to do that is to not turn down $120 million for Anthony Joshua. What are we talking about? Anybody still out here defending the PBC is stupid. And that's all it is. It's stupid. Salute to Tim. I'm going to tell you this. Tim is a real one. Tim is a real one. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Luis Ortiz is not legitimate because he's 50 years old. You don't count a 50-year-old fighter. You don't count a 50-year-old fighter. Anybody count a 50-year-old fighter is stupid. Salute to Hollywood, California. Salute. Salute. At the end of the day, Canelo got Sergey Deverenchenko priced himself out. He got, Jamal Charlo priced himself out. Sergey Kovalev tried to price himself out. You see what I'm saying? That's the problem with these dudes. Now Billy Joe Saunders want to price himself out. All these dudes calling his name, but don't even want to smoke. Don't even want to smoke. But you calling this man name and you don't want to smoke. Keep his name out your mouth unless you really want to fight. And don't start with me on Demetrius Andre. I like Demetrius Andre. I believe he really wants to Charlo smoke. I believe he really wants to Saunders smoke. But I feel like if he step in with Canelo Alvarez, how do I know he's not going to pull out? Because he didn't pull out of Sergey Deverenchenko, Jermell Charlo fights. He's pulled out of countless fights. Why do you keep pulling out all these fights? If you want the big names, absolutely. AJ resume destroys Wilder and Fury's resumes put together. It's not even close. It's not even close. AJ is clearly the best. Let me explain this to y'all. Let me explain this to you guys. Anthony Joshua is the best heavyweight in the division, no matter who wins, Wilder or Fury. Don't get caught up in that fanboy narrative. Don't get caught up in that fanboy narrative. Anthony Joshua is the best heavyweight in the world, no matter who wins, Wilder or Fury. AJ didn't go and say, I need a tune-up fight before I fight Ruiz in a rematch. No, he went right back into that fight and wanted all the smoke. You can't do nothing but give that man his credit. You got to think about it. You get knocked out and you come back and want to smoke right back? That's real talk. That's real talk. AJ is the best heavyweight in the division, no matter who wins, Wilder or Fury. The best title got to run through Anthony Joshua, and that's the truth. And we just not going to play with it. We're not going to play with it. We're not going to play with it. Salute to Dan, my brother. We're not going to play with it. We're not going to play with it. Canelo's the best between 160 and 168. Anthony Joshua's the best at heavyweight. And you know what? Errol Spence Jr. is a unified champion at welterweight. He got some big names on his resume. And the only reason that people aren't putting Terrence Crawford as the best at welterweight is because these dudes are cowards and won't fight him. These dudes are cowards and won't fight him. That's what we're talking about. These guys don't want the truth, but we're going to give you the truth. At the end of the day, that's what you don't want. Bias Ego over here begging me not to go in on him. These dudes don't want the truth. Salute. It's the IBFP.